you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, get to the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Watson off play action. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That makes him now wait for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Wilson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's just a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing is Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's 3rd and 6. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Watson. Flush to his right. This is going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that point, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On 4th down, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And off the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Eluding the pressure. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's second and 3. Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Randy Gregory picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
From the 50, it's Watson. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Watson on first down. Incomplete here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 33 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The York on now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 15.
Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on this.
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Fighting through. Here we go, 1st and goal. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. So how about that turn of events? The field goal would have broken this fourth-quarter tie, or the play broke the tie all right. Unfortunately, it was 6 points the other direction.
And how about the awareness defensively? Because it's one thing to block it. It's absolutely another to locate it, scoop it, and take it the other way. Just an incredible job right there.
Blankenship out for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Point 'em out, point 'em out, point 'em out.